Is there a God or are there multiple gods? That is the age-old question, and I'm going to tell you today how I have reasoned with the landscape of this theological debate. There is a belief system that we have invented gods. It is very, very possible that we created an idea, a thought form. Someone once said that they had this religious experience, word spreads, people start attributing these experiences to a name. That name becomes powerful the more people believe that name is a deity. And then the more that it spreads, which is why it's important for religions and cults to spread, or cults less so, but religions, it's important for them to spread, because the more that people believe in this deity or this thought form, the more power it gives it. That's why your thoughts and what you choose to focus on is extremely important. You give life to whatever it is that you think, and if we're all thinking the same thing, we give life to something, we birth something. Think of source as a pot. In this pot exists divine energy. Divine energy is exactly how it sounds. It is divine to you, whatever you believe divine to be, but it's collectively the different expressions that we consider to be divine. It's like a rainbow might have many shades, but the overall structure is still a rainbow, if that makes sense. So whatever it is we deem to be God-like, godly, God-adjacent, sits in the pot of source. For the societies that believe in monotheism, they have attributed everything that could ever be godly, everything divine that sits in that pot, to one particular deity, right? So in Christianity, in English, we call it God. Where I come from, I'm a Shona person, we call God Mwari. That's who we worshipped before we worshipped God as we know it. People can say it's the same person and it's the same creation, and to an extent it is. God is the same as Allah, is the same as Mwari, but at the same time they're also energetically different, because it matters who thought of the idea of God and where it came from. I believe monotheism takes from the very same pot, but instead of attributing all of the attributes that a divine being can have to one category, it splits it up into different deities. If you were to put all the deities together, you would get the same functionality that God or a singular deity has, but they don't do it that way. But it doesn't negate the fact that it's the same divinity. Because how else can you explain people's prayers being answered across cultures, no matter who they pray to?